You ready, Kim? Cool. Start clapping. Tim McConnell! Hello! This is so exciting. This is going to be a great evening. Right. Now, this might surprise quite a lot of you, but occasionally, people shout stuff at me. No, right? So a few weeks ago, a man just yelled, "Jesus Christ!" Right? Which terrified me. Absolutely terrified me. It was much worse than any kind of heckle or any sort of bit of abuse that I've ever had to deal with before. Not because it's an inherently cruel thing to say to someone, right? Which, really it isn't. But because it was so loud. Right? It was so loud that it frightened me, and I think I know it was so loud that it frightened me because he was inside a car, right, which was moving at about 30 feet away from me, and I still heard him yell "Jesus Christ" at me, and I also still heard him, and I know the windows were closed, right, and I'm sure the windows were closed. It was a very cold day, and I know that it was a very, very cold day because the road was incredibly icy. Right? And I know the road was incredibly icy because I was crossing the road. And so I'm sure it frightened me so much because he was driving directly at me and on a very icy road and screamed "Jesus Christ." Now, I'm not a driver, and I don't know how you drive well. But I'm assuming if you're screaming "Jesus Christ" so loudly that the person you're about to hit can hear, and he's got his iPod in, right? Then things aren't going well. Right? So I want to make clear at this point, I was well within my rights. I was on a crossing, right? And so there's this car screeching towards me. I'm on a crossing, and I care about that now. Right? I didn't care about that at the time because I've thought since what I would want my epitaph to be. And it would be something nice like, oh, he died for what he believed in, he died doing something he loved, he died helping people, he died obeying the High Cross Code, it's not something I want to know. But the thing is, at the time, I only had room for 3 thoughts, one after another, and they were all trying to understand why he yelled "Jesus Christ" at me. Right? The first thought was just pure fear, he's lost control of his car, this is it for me, I'm done for. The second thought was more optimistic and quite a lot more arrogant. It's he's recognised me. And the reason why he's screaming so loud is because he so thoroughly approves of what I'm trying to do with the Jesus image. Marketing-wise, I've got a very specific strategy. You know, the very tall, beautiful Swedish man from popular Western imagination that Jesus is, right? See, I didn't imagine that as a laugh line. And the short, normal-looking Middle Eastern man, from history, right? I consider myself a compromise candidate. Because, let's be realistic, the religious right are not going to accept a non-white Jesus. But they might accept one with more realistic beauty standards. So I'm pushing them in the right direction. So I thought, so he's either lost control of his car, or he agrees with my image of Jesus. And then I synthesized those 2 results. And I thought, okay, he's lost control of his car, he's crying to a divine entity for help, and he thinks that divine entity is me. So not only is he going to hit me, and I might die, but he'll also sort of think that it's my fault for not being an all-loving, all-powerful deity. And I thought about it, and I thought, okay, what if, spoiler alert, I didn't die. Sorry, Joe, I know you care about that sort of thing. And I thought at the time, from that driver's point of view, he'll think to himself, if he does kill me, I just flattened Jesus. He didn't lift a finger to stop me. Right? Firstly, encouraging my own Christ-like image. But also, secondly, kind of disproving the existence of an all-loving and all-powerful deity. Right? And thinking about it, actually, that man's death made me really rethink the existence of an all-loving and all-powerful deity. is a much better way for people to remember me than, oh yeah, do you remember what happened to Tim? Yeah, it's very sad, but at least he died obeying the highway code. It's going to be a great evening. Thank you so much. I've been Tim McConnell.